Today it's Wednesday, March the 11th, 2026, and we want to show how to test the MVTB4-2 board. And for that, we're going to use the same board that was tested on the first part of report 620. And now, on this particular case, we're going to use a different board, one board that has fiber optic transmitters, and we're only going to use one channel, and we'll go to one input to control two SCRs, or we'll move it to the other. So the only thing we need is 24 volts AC power between J1 positions 1 and 2, 24 volts AC, and the board, the other part of it is the same. We bring in power, we bring in our phase reference on DA5, we have our inhibit enable switch, and we have our SIG high 0 to 5. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So again, we have board has power, this board has power, so let's go ahead and bring in the 480. Now we clear the LED, we have the inhibit LED, and we have power on the board. So when we enable, now the first thing to check is the fiber optic transmitter. Transmitters are all on. You can see the red LED. The only LEDs on the other board will be green. On this particular one, the analog board, it's green. And we can see that this input that controls these two outputs, it's now on. Let's inhibit. Oh, and we can see that we get an output here. Now, let's inhibit. If I go to the other output, go ahead, Tony. There it is. Now, go ahead and inhibit, Tony. Now, if I move to the other set of outputs, red, reference, my ground, with respect to white gate. Go ahead, Tony. I shouldn't have any output. Again, I'm firing, but I'm firing this input that controls these two outputs. Let's go ahead and inhibit. What I have to do is I have to move this input, bring it from my firing signal through the fiber optic cable. Okay, go ahead. We'll have a bad connection here. There you go. So now I have my LED firing, and now the two associated outputs have an output. The board might be, the digital board may be configured for a single 120 pulse, single 120 pulse train, or a 120, and there's nothing we can do. I'm just showing what the two possible outputs are. This board here, we deal with it with a jumper on the board. It's through the software. So let's go ahead and enable, and this is the two 30 degrees pulse trains separated by 30 degrees. And what we can do is go through all four SCRs, again, two at a time, and I could have used any of these 6 outputs to verify it. I could move this over here, over here, over here, and check basically the same signals. That will tell you that all 6 fiber optic transmitters are sending a firing signal, and that we have already checked that no matter where it comes from, these 4 outputs will be on when they have to be. One input associated to 2 outputs, the next input associated to the 2 outputs, just as clearly marked, and the customer schematic where we're bringing in power. They bring the 2 fiber optics, 1 and 2, and here they have the 4 outputs. Fiber optic receiver 1 takes care of pulse modules 1 and 2, 2 of 3 and 4. This is the end of this video.